Any samurai who spends too much time playing ball, koto guitar, plucking the mouth harp, or playing the flute are liable to become a coward.
Dang. All right.
And here it says those in the military should never become overly infatuated with diversionary games.
Gotcha.
Okay. Now, at some point, I'd like to get better at guitar, but apparently,
yeah, man, you got to rethink
turn into a coward. Next, while a samurai may be clumsy about some things, the spear, the horse, and the bow should not be among them. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
This one is key. Samurai should make a habit of regularly listening to tales of military combat and rely on the learning found therein.
Yeah.
This is a blatant plug for Jocko Podcast.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
And here's the amplifying information. By listening to such tales regularly, it will keep them fresh in your mind. When actual combat arises, they will be of benefit. Boom. Boom. And I've definitely got that feedback. I've gotten all kinds of good feedback about that from guys in the military.
Yeah.
That they can relate. Because I'm telling you, the stories that we tell over and over again, they're stories that happen. They're real things. There's fire and maneuver. There's people acting weird. There's the enemy doing things. These things are real.
Yeah.
It is definitely helpful the more you... I wish I would have known more when I was in. I would have been infinitely better.
Yeah.
We didn't have enough of a focus on it, though.
Yeah. Kind of goes for everything, too, yeah? Like, because it kind of keeps your whole, like, approach to life in that battle frame, you know?
Yeah.
So everything, you know how...
Well, it gives you different perspectives. And I talk about this all the time. If you learn the arm bar, right?
Yeah.
From the mount.
Yes.
You learn it one way. Mm-hmm. But you don't realize, man, there's infinitely different ways to do it. You can get it from the guard. You can get it from the bottom position. You can get it from a cross side. You can get you can get the arm lock from all these different positions.
Yeah.
And every time you see it from a different angle, you get better at all of them.
Yeah.
So every time you see a military situation from a different angle, from a leadership perspective, from the ground troop perspective, from the cold, from the hot, from the desert, from the mountains, you learn something.
Yeah.
It makes you better at it.
Yeah. So looking at things through that frame, you know, whatever it may be, whether it be military history, whatever, you're always kind of looking at things in that way.
Yes.
And you can figure like this.
Yes.
We had this guy, we called him Uncle Joe. He was my friend of the family.
In Hawaii?
In Hawaii, yeah. And he was a really good artist, but he used to climb trees and take us just tree climbing. I know, random hippie thing. Actually, me talking about it right now, but it was super good fun. But this guy, he'd always be like, "Hey, I think
there's an instinct of climbing, right? I think humans have an instinct to climb things.
Yeah, I mean, makes sense.
I don't know.
It seems like it, yeah.
Okay.
And it would be weird because he'd pull out that climbing thing. He'd be like, I bet I could climb up there. You know, that it's kind of like, dang, if you kind of have these, like, looking at things through frames that are useful, you know, like I think but it's like, man, you can figure a lot of things out that a lot of people wouldn't figure out.
Yeah.
You know, like I know videos like that for sure. I'd be like, dang, that's like a good shot. How that, you know, no one cares. It's just a beach or whatever. But
I was a young enlisted guy, and I had a friend that would he would kind of like your friend, like to climb things. This guy would jump off things. Uncle Joe would climb things. This guy would jump off things.
Yes.
And we were on this obstacle course, this random obstacle course, and he climbed. He also liked to climb, but then he got to the top of this thing. Mm-hmm. It was probably, let's call it 18 feet.
Sure.
And I slid down the rope, and the other guy slid down the rope, and the chief that we were with slid down the rope.
Sure.
And I look up, and he's kind of got like a puzzled look on his face. The guy
at you guys,
the jumper's got like a curious look on his face.
Yeah, inquisitive.
Yeah, and he says, "I think I could jump down this."
18 feet.
And high. I go, "Do it." And the chief goes, "Don't do it." And he said, "I think I could make it." And I said, "Do it." And the chief says, "Don't do it." And I go, $10. The chief goes, "Shut up, Jocko. Don't do it." And I go, $20. And he goes, "Shut up." And right as he's saying that, the jumper jumped.
He did it.
And he made it. Jumped like 18 feet down, just landed PLF.
PLF.
Yeah, parachute landing fall.
Oh,
It's a
like
way-
you break your fall and
break
fall
your
down and roll kind of
Yeah,
thing.
it's almost like a judo fall, but with your kind of
Yeah,
like,
like it disperses like the way. Yeah,
he did it.
it's good, man.
I got in trouble
Good.
in a good-hearted way.
No, man.
You could have gotten hurt. That would have been your fault.
Yeah.
All that kind of thing.
It would have been.
Yeah, I know.
You knew his jumping
Yeah.
weakness,
Yeah.
his addiction to jumping, and you exploited it.